Hi, welcome to CineWhirl. Today, we're diving into a thrilling World War II adventure called The Great Escape. Spoilers ahead, so be prepared. Let's jump in. The story kicks off in 1943 as a convoy of German trucks rolls through the peaceful French countryside. The convoy arrives at a newly constructed high-security prison camp where a group of captured Allied soldiers are offloaded. At this point in the war, the Germans are desperate to stop the Allied soldiers who have repeatedly escaped from their camps. So, they built this fortress to lock them down once and for all. The prisoners include British, Canadian, Scottish, and even a few Americans, along with a large group of Russian soldiers. It's a pretty diverse group. After settling in, the camp's commander, Colonel von Luger, calls in Captain Ramsey, the senior British officer. Von Luger, confident that his camp is escape-proof, boasts that no one will ever break out. He points out the high-tech security, including watchtowers and the comforts of the camp, like a library, sports fields, and gardens. His goal? To keep the soldiers as comfortable as possible while they wait out the war. But Ramsey, being a soldier, disagrees. He says it's his duty to escape and cause trouble for the enemy. And right outside, the Allied prisoners are already eyeing the fences, testing the camp's security. Some soldiers create a diversion by staging a fake fight, while others, like Australian Sedgwick and Polish pilot Danny, slip into the Russian group. And then there's Scottish Airman Arch, who sneaks into a German garbage truck. But von Luger, ever observant, catches on fast. He's got an eye for faces, and soon all the escape attempts are thwarted. Meanwhile, American Captain Virgil Hiltz has discovered a flaw in the camp's design, a blind spot between two watchtowers. Using a baseball to test the spot, Hiltz confirms that if he crosses it, the guards won't see him. But this risky move lands him in trouble when a German guard spots him. Von Luger reveals a harsh rule: cross the wire of death, and you're shot on the spot. Hiltz and Arch are sent to the isolation cells, but during their time there, they come up with an idea, a plan that could see them escape for good. They notice that the soil around the camp's fence is looser, which means they could dig a tunnel to freedom. Arch, a tunneling expert, agrees to help. Meanwhile, Roger Bartlett, known as Big X for his leadership in previous escapes, arrives at the camp. He quickly realizes that many of the best escape artists are here, and he begins plotting a daring escape. Bartlett's plan? To dig not one, but 3 tunnels, named Tom, Dick, and Harry. These tunnels will provide multiple escape routes in case one gets discovered. They work together in secret teams, with each soldier assigned a critical task. From gathering materials to creating fake documents, they prepare for the grand escape. As the digging progresses, Captain Hiltz and Arch come up with their own escape plan, a quick dash to the blind spot by the fence. But after a series of failed attempts and being locked in the cooler for punishment, the Allied prisoners continue to dig their tunnels, working tirelessly to avoid detection. But their plans aren't without complications. There's the problem of disposing of all the soil from the tunnels, which is a major giveaway. So, they come up with an ingenious solution, hiding the soil in special pockets under their pants, then gardening the dirt into the ground during work hours. Von Luger grows suspicious, but he never quite catches on. As the days go by, the tension rises. The soldiers continue working, secretly breathing through air ducts and using choir singing to mask the noise. But the stakes get higher when one of the soldiers, Hendley, starts befriending a German guard named Wehrer, using food and cigarettes to bribe him for extra supplies. This gives Hendley the chance to steal the guard's wallet, which he uses to forge documents to help the escapees blend in once they break out. As the tunnels near completion, Hiltz and Arch are released from solitary confinement. They continue to argue about the best way to escape. Should they work alone or in a group? Bartlett gives them the green light, but Hiltz is still determined to escape on his own. Despite warnings, he pushes forward with his plan. And then the fateful night arrives. The prisoners, dressed in stolen German uniforms, crawl through the tunnels and finally reach the end. But disaster strikes. The tunnel falls short by 20 feet. Despite the setback, Bartlett gives the order to go ahead. One by one, 76 prisoners, including Bartlett himself, make their way out under the cover of darkness. But not all goes as planned. When a British soldier is caught exiting the tunnel, everything unravels. The guards are alerted, and chaos ensues. Some soldiers manage to escape into the nearby forest, while others are caught and brought back. Hendley and his friend Ball steal a plane in a desperate attempt to reach Switzerland, but their plane crashes, and Bull is killed. Captain Bartlett, now on the run, is recognized by a Gestapo agent at a railway station. In an act of self-sacrifice, another soldier shoots the agent to save Bartlett but is killed in return fire. Bartlett manages to slip away, but he's eventually captured again. Meanwhile, Hiltz steals a motorcycle and attempts to make it to the Swiss border. He almost makes it, but gets tangled in barbed wire and is recaptured. In the end, nearly all of the escapees are either recaptured or killed. 3 truckloads of prisoners are driven out to be executed under the pretense of trying to escape. The movie ends with a somber note. Of the 76 who escaped, only a few managed to reach neutral countries. Hendley and Bull are killed, but 2 soldiers, Danny and Willie, manage to escape by stealing a boat and crossing into Sweden. Hiltz, however, is returned to the camp, locked in his cell, and left to bounce his baseball against the wall as the guards walk away. And that's The Great Escape for you. A story of courage, sacrifice, and the relentless human spirit. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more recaps on CineWhirl. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.